Hey guys, what's up? So, two things. One, I'm going to get this done over with, and the other is unboxing, opening something, whatever you want to call it, of more Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I ordered. And these Yu-Gi-Oh cards are specifically for a deck that I'm trying to make for myself that I absolutely love. It's like one of my favorite decks I've ever used, and it's so well put together, and it is just fantastic. It besides my Blue Eyes deck, that one I'm pretty proud of. But the first thing is that my cell phone provider decided to temporarily shut my service down. And I didn't know about this until around 1 a.m. yesterday during a thunderstorm, which is when it happened. And I might be making 2 videos today for once. But yeah, so back to the first thing. The very first, like I said, my cell phone provider decided to cut me off, and because I did not pay my phone bill the very first paycheck that I got from my job, and I'll admit this because this is you guys, and you guys have already seen me cry in one of my other vlogs. But like I said, I cried. I cried because I could not call anybody. I could not text anybody. I didn't even have data to use to talk to people, to look up things on the internet, that kind of thing. I couldn't even probably watch YouTube videos. And that upset me a lot. Because it's like, if I had enough money, because for the past couple months I had made like between $100 to $200 per 2 weeks at my job because of the hours I got to help my parents pay for rent, help them pay for other my money went towards rent, but it wasn't for just rent and the internet, but it was for whatever my parents decided to use them for. And obviously that upset me at first, but it's like, whatever. I learned to deal with it because they're trying to pay off their own things, and me making a little bit more than minimum wage at my very first official job is pretty good. And I get tips from some customers depending on if they want to give me tips. There's this really nice old lady. She's like my favorite one, and after working there for like about 2 months, she started giving me tips. They're not much. They're like $1 tips, but they're still tips to me. I shouldn't be accepting them because normally if I'm offered money for something, I decline it. But this was in high school, because in high school, no, in middle school, I should say. In middle school, on my way back from a gym class, which was a swimming class, and the high school, which was right next door to my middle school, only had the swimming pool, so we had to go from the middle school to the high school to swim and then go back towards the end of class. And there was a bunch of high schoolers on the porch, because this was like at the beginning of the school year, still where it was still warm up in Pennsylvania. And like they were playing dodgeball somewhat, using a dodgeball on the patio of the little lunch patio that they had for seniors only. And so they asked if somebody could grab the dodgeball. Most of my classmates walked by them, not even caring. Well, I picked up the ball and gave it to them. The guy who asked for somebody to pick up the ball offered me $1 for picking it up. I declined it because that was me. From the bottom of my heart, I didn't feel like I deserved it. I was just doing something out of the kindness of my heart. But with my job, I don't have to accept tips, but I really like the tips because it goes towards stuff that I want to purchase personally, and it just makes me feel good to know that even though I'm not getting enough to support myself a lot, it still makes me glad that I'm working there, that I get to be surrounded by all these lovely customers that are so nice and so kind and so sweet, even though they're elderlies. But I personally like the elderly people because they have stories of their younger days, and it just fascinates you to hear all these different stories about them when they were my age or even younger than that. And it always does warm my heart. So, yeah, back on topic, sorry. This always happens. I ramble. Okay, so back to the topic at hand. I didn't make enough last week, because today's Friday, and this will be uploaded later on today, because I'm not going to post it at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Nobody's going to see it. Nobody's going to be up at this time, except for maybe oh yeah, this is summer. They're gonna be up. If I know everybody. Any teenager, any preteens, I know that they're gonna be up. Because I was like that. I would be up. I'm still up at like 2, maybe 3 o'clock in the morning. Just doing whatever I want, basically. And so, yeah, it was like I didn't make enough that week, and it was like I want to pay it off completely, but I didn't have enough to cover that because it was more expensive than it was last month, and that kind of ticks me off because it's like, how come it's so much more expensive than last month? And it's like, what? How? Because, one, I do not overuse my data. I use it when I need to. And when I go outside, which is lately it's been a lot more, because for the past couple weeks I've been outside more. Anyhow, so 2, I'm mostly on Wi-Fi, and I'm mostly at home, so I can't be using the data. But it's like, my mom has a health condition that I need to have my phone inactive to know what would happen if I'm not home. And that upsets me. And that's mainly the reason why I want to be a YouTuber so bad. Is because I can be at home. I can help my parents. I would be able to support myself. I would even be able to always be home and help my mom with her health condition. Like, if I made enough, I would be able to have my own permit and use that permit towards getting a driver's license. And because of my mom's insurance company, it would skyrocket because I'm not an experienced driver, and I would have a permit, so it's like I would have to help them pay towards their insurance, as well as on top of rent, on top of the internet, and that kind of thing. But obviously I can't really make any money because I'm not getting those I don't have 10,000 views. I don't have the 1,000, maybe 10,000 subscribers that would get me there towards the ad revenue that I would need, because YouTube screwed me over a couple years ago because of that. And obviously it discouraged me, but it also encouraged me as well to try harder, to work more towards a different audience, to try different things, which is why I said I was going to make a second channel for like my arts and crafts kinds of things, with like different Legos and building stuff out of like probably cardboard, or even boxes, because I have a bunch of boxes, although I kind of might need them. Anyways, and yeah, like, I want to do these different things, but I'm not making enough money so I could put it towards those things. And I'm not making enough to support myself at my job and on YouTube, which is nothing. So that's just like a little vlog. And the next video, which would be uploaded later after this one, is me opening up Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I already opened it up, but that's for like a prep kind of thing. So yeah, I can't wait to show you my cards. Yes, I put duct tape all over this because I don't want you knowing where I live. I don't want you knowing where they live either. So that does it for this video. As I said, I'll upload this later today of me doing this. And without further ado, bye YouTube. I love you. Hugs and kisses.